And there was some times where I almost went back to prison, man. There was some times where, I wasn't able to walk away. I remember one time I was at Arizona Mills and I just snapped, man. I was in a gift store and I saw a glass I wanted. And I walked up to the kiosk in the middle of the store, where the registers are at. And the cashier says, "Can you walk around to the other side? That register's closed." And so it was either go all the way to the front of the building because of all the racks and everything that were in the way, or just pass right by this gentleman that was right next to me. And I said, "Excuse me, can I pass?" And the guy looks at me and says, "No." And I kind of shook my head and I showed him the glass. I was like, I'm going to buy this. And the cashier asked me to just go to that side. I just got to get by you, And the guy looked at me and says, "No, go around." And I just looked at him. I don't, I couldn't understand why he wouldn't let me just pass by. And without knowing it, without realizing, I grabbed him by his shoulders and I shoved him on the kiosk. I bent him over on the kiosk and I walked by him, let him go, and I made my purchase. Then I walked outside and I sat on a bench that in the hallway of the mills, the store, waiting for my ride who went to the bathroom. And I remember looking down at my feet, my knees were shaking. And then I saw a pair of shoes. It was my ride. And I looked up, I said, "We got to go right now. Because it dawned on me what I just did. I just, put my hands on somebody. And it wasn't even a thought. It just happened, and it wasn't until afterwards I said to myself, I really have to think. Years later, I realized that some of these attributes, some of these things that I was displaying were actually diagnosis of PTSD, And I remember somebody showing me a laptop, showing me the screen, and it's talking about the signs of you might have this, And I remember just being appalled and my jaw dropping because that's me. I do that. That happens to me. And then it scared me, I was like, I have something's wrong with me. What do I do? At that time, I couldn't afford therapy. I didn't have a job that, afforded me a therapist or anything. And a few years later, thankfully, I did finally get a job that afforded me therapy. And that was one of the first things I did. I was like, I got to find out. I got to talk to a professional because now there's something wrong that I don't know how to control, right? We used to call it the Bruce Banner Hulk kind of thing. 1 minute I'm nice and cool and the next minute I just snap. And I realized that if I didn't do something, that I was going to go back,